Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Free ball. Check nine.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Derrick Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
We got 4. Check 20. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down. It's Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 50, Mike, 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, Echo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
I'm going back to you. 44 to mine. Get it.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 8 read. Mike 50. Greystone travel. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Mike 50. And let's pin him in. Hey, box drop, box drop. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Drop deep, drop deep.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Crouch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 48.
Henry. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
with a gun now on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run with Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Strip. Go. Patch it. Hey, look.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
You got nothing with that. You got nothing.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Scarborough. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Check 25. Check 3. Check 3. Check. Fresno.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
He's coming. Watch twins.
On second down now, it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
What a set. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Here it comes. Switch. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
48 for Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Hey! Hey, Alpha!
2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Switches it up.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant.
Right here.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, Hattie.
2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
3 down, 3 down. Look, check 24, check 24. Kill.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I smell fear in that offense. Tighten up.
This is Scarborough. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bo Scarborough, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they just...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 48, come on. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slam.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run it with Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. It's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready, set. Look at me. Go.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the rock it. Go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Sam off. Get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go!
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a carry for Jacobs. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
36.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
90, Wolf.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They go with Jacobs, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Mike 48, Mike 40. Whoa, got you. I got second.
Back to throw here. Able to get this to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, boy, 58, Mike. I'm going to run you.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.